I do enjoy working in Canvas. It feels like WordPress to me. It's quite intuitive. It's very customizable. I enjoy nesting pages to create a scope and sequence that guides the learner in an effective way. Okay, we're going to look at 2 course builds, both from 2020. This is a 1-week course on historical memory of Spain's Civil War. It's for undergraduates. On the home page here, I'd like to show off instructor presence, learning objectives, and course description. All navigation begins at the home page. And also that visual representation of content is super important to me. I do tend to use abstract images that suggest content, in this case history, the cycle of history, how we remember the past in a cyclical, retrospective way. And then styling is important to me too, to sort of pull it all together, in this case with the moss colored green. Now moving on to content, what students have are news videos, articles from Spain's Law of Historical Memory. They have a discussion, which is up here, on Republican memory. And they do have a final project, but I'd like to focus on the quiz. It's a true or false quiz on historical memory. Okay, moving into the quiz. So I don't do a lot of testing in my own classes, but I do use quizzes for what I would call constructivist learning. And so what's going on here as we cycle through the questions is that when students answer incorrectly, they receive immediate feedback from me. And in doing that, in that sort of dialogue effect that's created, the student is actively constructing knowledge. All right, moving on to another course build from 2020. This course build was made with a team, so there were 4 of us working on it. We were tasked with building 3 one-hour online courses, and each time we had to apply a different learning science theory: behaviorism, humanism, and constructivism. For content, we chose the application of Gestalt principles to photography, and we built the 1-hour course for the general public. Now, as not this screenshot, but as we move through the screenshots, we're going to focus on quizzes because I designed the quizzes, and all screenshots are what I contributed to the teamwork. Okay, so this quiz I would call constructivist because as we build or match really definitions to photos, students and I are building an understanding together of sort of distinguishing between these 4 laws, and these 4 laws are always given in the same order, which contributes to this construction, right, of knowledge. This is a quiz really written for the behaviorist module, but I'm calling it a cognitivist quiz, and I'll show you why here. It's because, again, it's matching. There's definitions that I wrote for these different laws, Gestalt laws. And so because the definitions are always given in the same order, this pull-down menu is a list, and this list is always given in the same order. Students can use what I would call pattern recognition to learn these definitions and begin to sort, right, and distinguish and make contrasts. And finally, and this is I did not create all of this, I simply created the surveys within this humanist module and looking at the survey. So for humanism, I wrote surveys to establish what the learner already knows, what the learner enjoys, likes, prefers, in a reflection writing exercise. Thank you so much for your attention.